I was safe. I was safe. Many of you have been wondering about the whereabouts of Oscar and Emmy-winning superstar Regina King. And let me tell you, she has been through unimaginable pain. So, what happened to her? And why has she stayed out of the spotlight? Much of Regina King's absence stems from a heartbreaking love story and the devastating loss of her son. Interviewer: Regina, your son Ian has been by your side at events. Here he is, accompanying you on the awards circuit. What's it like attending these shows with him? Is he protective of you? Is he fun at these events? Regina King: he is so much fun. He's been protective of me his entire life. Regina King is not someone you easily forget. Her incredible talent has earned her multiple awards and widespread acclaim. In 2019, she won her first Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress for her powerful performance as Sharon Rivers in If Beale Street Could Talk, where she portrayed a fiercely protective mother. That same role also earned her a Golden Globe. Beyond that, she holds 3 Emmy Awards for her outstanding work in American Crime and the miniseries 7 Seconds. Thank you, this is amazing. I want to curse right now. Regina has earned numerous accolades for her work as an actress. And that's just the beginning. Her success behind the scenes is equally impressive. During her peak years, she seemed unstoppable, the kind of person who would never face hardship, right? But life had other plans. Her challenges began with failed relationships. Regina married Ian Alexander in 1997, but their marriage ended in divorce by 2007. It wasn't an easy split. She later reflected on the experience in He Never Came Home. Interviews, stories, and essays from daughters on life without their fathers. In her essay, she opened up about both being a child of divorce and enduring one herself. Speaking about the struggles of marriage, she once shared, "The marriage part was probably the hardest part of it all. And I think any married couple that's remained married, hats off to them, because they were able to get over those times when you're growing at different speeds and in different directions and finding a way to bring it back and get back on the same path. That's difficult." Despite the painful end to her marriage, Regina found love again 4 years later with The Cosby Show actor Malcolm Jamal Warner. They had first met in the 1980s as young sitcom stars, but it wasn't until 2011 that they began dating, a nostalgic moment for fans who grew up watching them. For Regina, the timing felt perfect. In 2012, she spoke about their relationship saying, "I believe the universe has a plan, and we probably wouldn't have been ready years ago. We both had to do whatever we had to do to be ready for each other now." Unfortunately, their romance ended in March 2013 after just 2 years, a breakup that deeply affected Regina at the time. Sources revealed that Regina was completely blindsided and heartbroken when Malcolm ended their relationship, citing that he wasn't feeling it anymore. Adding to the shock, he told Regina and her son, who had been living with him, to move out. To make matters worse, Malcolm broke up with Regina on Valentine's Day. She shared this painful memory when asked about her favorite Valentine's Day gift. Speaking to Us Weekly, Regina admitted, "That's tough because I don't have one. Someone broke up with me on Valentine's. I'm serious. Then he actually sent me flowers that said, 'I still love you,' and I threw the flowers in the trash. And he was upset that I threw them in the trash. Nothing stings quite like being dumped on Valentine's Day, only to receive a half-hearted attempt at reconciliation with a sad bouquet." Regina and Malcolm had known each other for years, making the breakup all the more confusing and painful for her. Understandably, she was left hurt and uncertain about what had gone wrong. Following their split, Regina expressed little interest in dating again. In a 2015 interview with Wendy Williams, she admitted that her busy schedule left little time for romance. Wendy: "Are you dating?" Regina: "You know, I need to do a better job at it. I do. I've been so busy with work, and my girlfriends are like, 'You think a man's just gonna knock on your door and be like, I'm here?' And I think, I wish he would, but I have to make that more of a priority." Years later, in 2019, when asked about her love life, Regina revealed, "I'm dating, but I'm very comfortable where I am right now. Disrupting that means stepping into an uncomfortable place, and I'm not ready for that." A heartbreaking loss. Beyond her struggles in love, the most devastating moment in Regina's life came in January 2022, when her son, Ian, tragically took his own life. In a heartfelt statement, the family shared, "Our family is devastated at the deepest level by the loss of Ian. He was such a bright light who cared so deeply about the happiness of others. Our family asks for respectful consideration during this private time." Regina was shattered by his passing, as Ian was the most important person in her life. My son, Ian, the fact that I get to share this night with you, the best date in the house. Oh man, you make being a mother my greatest accomplishment. I love you. Cheers. Their bond was undeniable, even marked by matching tattoos on their forearms, reading unconditional love in Aramaic. The idea came from Ian while they were studying Kabbalah together. We were taking Kabbalah classes, and he said, let's each choose 3 words and not tell each other. Whichever one matches, that's the one we'll get as a tattoo. And we both chose unconditional. It's nice. That's the most important thing, to be your parent. Ian, too, always spoke highly of his mother. In an interview with E! News, he shared, she's just a super mom, really. She doesn't let bad work days or anything else ruin our time together. It's really awesome to have a mother that I love spending time with. To Regina, Ian was her greatest source of pride, even above her immense success in the entertainment industry. After her 2007 separation from Ian's father, following 9 years of marriage, she acknowledged that single parenthood wasn't always easy. But her love for Ian never wavered, making his loss all the more devastating, not just for her, but for those closest to her, like Vivica Fox. Vivica shared the pain of watching her dear friend suffer. One thing I'm grateful for is that I got to hug her. I got to look in her eyes. This has been one of the longest weekends of my life. I can't stop crying, but she wanted me to tell everyone that she's received your messages. The outpouring of love for her, her family, and her son. She truly appreciates it. Though the reasons behind Ian's passing remain unclear, just days before his death, he expressed concerns about the negative impact of social media, particularly Instagram, on his well-being. In one of his final tweets, Ian wrote, "I don't think Instagram is healthy for me." Alongside his words, he shared an image from SpongeBob SquarePants, depicting the character surrounded by tiny clones engulfed in wild flames, an illustration of his turbulent state of mind. He added, "You know that episode of SpongeBob where they go inside his brain, and it's a bunch of mini SpongeBobs just losing their... Yeah, that one really hits home." Since Ian's passing, Regina has largely stepped away from the spotlight, making only a handful of public appearances. And honestly, who could blame her? Grief is an overwhelming force, especially when you're left searching for answers that may never come. In January 2023, Regina honored Ian's memory at a lantern lighting ceremony, referring to him as her guiding light. She shared a heartfelt message. January 19th is Ian's Worth Day. As we still process his physical absence, we celebrate his presence. We are all in different places on the planet. So is Ian. His spirit is the thread that connects us. Of course, orange is your favorite color. It's the fire and the calm. I see you in everything I breathe. Her pain is still raw, and healing takes time. But hopefully, when she's ready, we'll see her grace our screens once again, sharing the remarkable talent that made her so beloved. What are your thoughts on Regina's absence from the entertainment industry? Share your reflections in the comments below.